Hello once again, everyone. We're at the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation building on the grounds of the Farm Science Review. And we have the opportunity to speak with the Executive Vice President of Farm Bureau here in Ohio, Adam Sharp. Adam, I know that the organization has had a lot of challenges coming out of COVID. Those challenges mostly in the rears, or are there still some challenges?
Yeah, well, there's still a few challenges, but, farmers like to get together, and Farm Bureau is about engaging people, right? Getting people together, both to work together for advancing agriculture, right, and advocating for agriculture and for Ohio farmers, but also to learn, to interact, to grow professionally, to grow our businesses. We like to be together. So COVID did make that difficult for a year and a half, but Farm Science Review today, this is fantastic to finally be back out here, have our building open, have all these folks out here, have lots of members rolling through the building. Farmers taking part in Farm Science Review it's two-part, right? It's kind of like I like to say. On one side, there's a big social aspect to it. People like to see each other. They like to talk. They like to get informed on things. But the second part is learning and education and the science and the advancement of the industry and learning what's new, what's happening, what are things that are coming up the pike, right, for us. So Farm Science Review represents both of those things very, very well. So coming out of COVID, we couldn't ask for a better time to have an event now. And granted, COVID spikes and up and down. So we'll keep managing it. But I feel like organizationally, we're in a very good place with people getting back together. We had a whole slew of county annual meetings over the last 2 months. So people are out and about. They're getting together. They're enjoying being together. They're enjoying advocating for agriculture together. So it has been a nice turn here this summer with having a number of in-person events again.
Well, getting organizations together and the government together, there's legislators out here, yes, and everybody has to come together and make that discussion, have the dialogue to know how to move together positively.
Yeah, well, you got the new president of Ohio State University, so Dr. Johnson's here. So we appreciate her being here this morning. And then, of course, the governor, Mike DeWine, being here this morning as well. So both of those folks being here, as well as so many of our great legislative leaders who support agriculture in the state, all being here this morning to kick off this Farm Science Review is really good to see. And to hear their comments, right? So you have both of those folks focused, and both of them have a background or a sector of interest, right? From their professional side or their personal side that intersects with what this Farm Science Review is all about. Christina Johnson, her as an engineer and having a number of patents that she holds, she's just an impressive person, and she connects so well with agriculture, right, and science of agriculture, and that's what this is all about, the future of agriculture. Out here, it's about technology advancement, it's about innovation, it's about where the industry's headed. So she connects so well with that. And then, of course, the governor's rooted in agriculture. His family comes from agriculture. Their family had their seed business. He still owns farm ground. He's very proud of that. We're glad to see him out here. And he talked about some key issues, right, for the future of the state and for agriculture, whether it's water quality and doing good work that we're doing in the northwestern part of the state, but really all over the state. But then also broadband expansion, for example, and helping rural infrastructure. Two big issues he talked about this morning to kick off the Farm Science Review, things that we really do appreciate his attention to and his investment in from the state level. And he said he gave great recognition to our state legislative leaders. He couldn't have done it without him, right? So those folks bought into that vision. There's so many great leaders here who share that vision, I should say, and advocated equally to make sure we put new dollars into investment, into rural Ohio, into agriculture, and advancing the food industry that's so strong in this state.
Well, historically speaking, farmers have never been shy about expressing what they would like to see done. And the thing I think I like most about Farm Bureau is the grassroots effort and the meetings that you've had in the past to get to where we are today, taking things higher and higher. And maybe not everything gets done, but pretty much everything gets done.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we are a grassroots organization, and our policy comes from the grassroots. We had a meeting last night with about 50 of our members over in the eastern part of the state. And we're talking about the future of the organization, right? So where are we now? and where do we want to head to? And part of that is always anchored in advocacy. So the issues come up from the grassroots. We get together all those voting delegates at our annual meeting, which is upcoming here in December, and they vote on these policies. And that's almost 400 people, right, that represent every single county in the state, every type of walk of agriculture in the state. And they come together and they say, these are the things we care about, and these are the policies we want to set, and these are the things we want to advocate for in advance. So water quality is a big deal there. Broadband's a big deal there too, but also a number of other things. Growing that rural infrastructure in Ohio, making sure that you can live in rural Ohio, that you can be educated in rural Ohio, that you can have access to jobs and businesses and grow businesses in rural Ohio. A lot of times those are connected to agriculture, but not always. We want to make sure that all those opportunities are there for people in rural Ohio, and that's very important to our state. But looking at that future of the industry, that's what we're talking about here today. I see all the young people coming in, right? All these FFA youngsters, not so young anymore, right? 16, 17, 18 teenagers that are coming in here thinking about a career in agriculture. So our organization has always been very supportive of that future of the industry, right? So getting young people involved and seeing where they can build a career in Ohio agriculture. And I say Ohio agriculture because they can learn here and they can go to a lot of places. But we hope they can learn agriculture and stay here and build this industry in the state of Ohio. So great future there. This place recognizes that, all the work that Ohio State University does and Dean Kress does to welcome everybody like she did so well this morning. And then to host such a terrific event like this again this year is fabulous, to get the young people out here as well as all of us who are well rooted in the industry already.
Another thing that I enjoy about Farm Bureau here in the Buckeye State, as a delegate body, when you come together for the annual meeting, different counties, maybe those counties don't agree, and you have a pretty good dialogue before you vote and come up with the final vote. Yeah, annual meeting's coming up in December. We're looking forward to having an in-person annual meeting this year. That's the plan, as we want to be together again in December for our annual meeting. And that's right. Ohio is a terrific state in that regard, where we don't always think about it as being so different in different parts of the state, but it is. When you look at the Appalachian part of our state, the flatter western parts of our state, up along the lake, down along the river, we have very different regions of the state, and those issues can vary. Water quality in the northwest, or water quality on the river, water transportation on the river, right? When you think about oil and gas development in the eastern part of the state, or solar or wind anywhere in the state, when you think about the types of agriculture, whether it's row crop, livestock, or specialty crop, we have all of that. Right, and it's not even just all centralized in one part of the state. You see each of those different parts of agriculture spread around the state in different areas, and that's something that does make Ohio agriculture a bit unique in that regard. The good part of that too is that brings all of us together in agriculture. So in Ohio agriculture, Farm Bureau, we enjoy working with all of our partners. So the commodity groups are our good friends. We all share that passion for agriculture. So as a team, we work together very well in Ohio with Farm Bureau, with the Land Grant University, Ohio State, with our partners like Nationwide, and then, of course, all those commodity groups. So a lot of great partners here, and that's what allows us to be successful in the state when we work together, not against each other. Now, in this past year or two, there's been a lot of change in the industry. There's been change at Farm Bureau as well. You've lost a lot of people that have had a lot of experience that have retired, but at the same time, you have allowed other people to come in with a lot of experience too. The one constant with Farm Bureau and with agriculture, I guess, is change, but change can be good.
Absolutely, yeah. We are blessed with great staff and a lot of young people who intern with us aspire. They really want to work for us. And that's a testament to the organization itself and to the great work that so many of our staff do is people want to be part of that. And we've never had a problem. That's the good part. We've never had a problem when we have a new job or one of these individuals retire who've done great work for us, that we have young people that want to jump in. They want to be an ag advocate. They want to communicate for agriculture. So that's been terrific. We've been blessed with that for sure. And we miss some of our great people. There's no doubt about that. Keith Stimpert retired last year with over 40 years, working for this organization and just making such a mark, on Ohio agriculture. Unfortunately, we lost Yvonne Lasisko, very unexpectedly, and another person who's left just a terrific mark, right, on this organization and agriculture. Joe Corneli retired a year ago, after a terrific career in broadcast and then with the Farm Bureau. So great people, and those are shoes you can't ever say you can fill them, because you can't fill those shoes, but you can absolutely help bring up the next generation to equally leave their mark, right, on this industry. And looking forward to that. We got some great young people working for this organization. I think we feel very blessed in that. It's something we care a lot about is helping those young agriculture members, right, that are part of our organization, right, get people into our organization, get people into the industry, and just really hopefully help them flourish.
I guess you want to reach those people as early as possible, maybe even parents that are watching right now. How's the best way for people to get in touch?
Yeah, so a couple different programs that we offer, and one of those things is if you're a younger person, if you're in high school and you might have an interest, and we say in agriculture, but a lot of times people don't know what that means. So if you have an interest in STEM, science, the environment, food, or agriculture, kind of that whole space, right? That's the space we occupy heavily across that whole spectrum. So we have a program called Explore Ag. So Explore Ag, and you can Google search out with Ohio Farm Bureau, and you can pull up our page on that, Explore Ag. And that's a program, I call it a glorified college visit. It's about 5 days. Young people can come and spend that time at Ohio State University or one of the other partner groups, and it can spend 5 days learning about careers in agriculture. We run it like a summer camp. It's 5 days. It's free, by the way. It's free. We have all of our great partners sponsor that. So young people can come. They can learn about the industry. They can learn about opportunities and careers through that program, and that helps them make hopefully some choices that they can come in the industry. So that's aiming at a younger person, at a high school student. But then also we have our Young Ag Professionals program, our YAP program. You can also find that on our website at ofbf.org. And the YAP programs for people that are 18 to 35. So those are young people coming into the industry. They may be studying the industry right now in school or coming into the industry, and it's a great place for them to meet, to develop, to learn, and basically to build relationships with other younger people that share the same interests that they do. So what we found with that YAP program is, a lot of young people that are coming into the industry, they want to learn from each other, they want to make friends, right, and build networks in the industry. That program allows that.
Adam Sharp, the Executive Vice President of the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation. Adam, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And stay with us. Back with more right after this.